in Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 3, that marry women of your choice in 2s, 3s, or 4s. But if you can't do justice, marry only one. That means a person can marry 2, 3s, or 4s if he can do justice. If he can't, marry only one. But at the same time, the Quran says in Surah Nisa, chapter 4, verse 129, it is impossible for you to do justice between your wives. So do not turn away from them altogether. Here what the Quran is referring to, that where it comes to justice as love is concerned, it's difficult, it's impossible to love both your wives equally. Even a mother, she loves her children. But no mother can say that I love 100% exactly both my children same. Can't be possible. She can love both the children, alhamdulillah, very much. But no mother can say, I love exactly both my children at the same level. It's not possible. There has to be some Apollo. But overall, there should not be injustice. So Quran says, it's impossible to justice between your wives, but don't turn away from them altogether. Regarding the other things, where it comes to money, time, etc., you should be just between your wives. If you buy one house for your wife, the second wife gets the same house. So the Quran says you're only allowed to marry more than one wife if you can do justice. If you can't do justice, you cannot. Many people think that marrying more than one wife is compulsory in Islam. That's a misconception. In Islam, there are 5 categories of do's and don'ts. First is fard, which is compulsory. Second is mustahab, that is recommended or encouraged. Third is mubah, that's optional. Fourth is makruh, that is discouraged. And the fifth is haram, that is prohibited. Polygyny, a man allowed to marry more than one wife, comes in the category of optional, the middle category. There is no verse in the Quran saying that if you marry more than one wife, you get more sawab. Now let's analyze why does Quran give the permission that under certain circumstances you can have more than one wife. By nature, men and women are born in equal proportion. Male and female, they're born in equal proportion. But during the pediatric age itself, if you ask any pediatrician, he will tell you that the female child can fight the germs and diseases much better than the male child. So in pediatric age itself, there are more male children dying than female children. So in the pediatric age itself, the female population is more than the male population. As life goes on, death takes place due to accident, cigarette smoking, wars, etc. In all these cases, more male are dying as compared to female. So today in the world, there is more female population as compared to male population. It's only in certain countries like India that the male population is more than the female population. And as I said, it is because of female infanticide. And according to a report of BBC, she said that every day more than 3,000 fetuses are being aborted in India alone after they identified that they're females. If you multiply this figure by 365, the number of days in a year, more than 1 million fetuses are being aborted every year in India after they identified that they're females. If you stop this evil practice, even in India and some other countries, the female population will exceed the male population. According to statistics, USA alone has 7.8 million females more than male. New York alone has 1 million females more than male. Out of the population of New York, the statistics tell us, 1/3 are gays. Gays means sodomite, means komelut. That means they wouldn't like to have female life partners. There are more than 25 million gays, sodomites, in America, in USA. Another problem, 25 million. In UK alone, there are 4 million females more than male. In Germany alone, there are 5 million females more than male. In Russia alone, there are 9 million females more than male. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows alone how many millions of females are there more than males throughout the world. Suppose I agree with the Western philosophy, or a non-Muslim who says that one man should only marry one woman. And suppose my sister happens to live in America. And suppose the market is saturated, that is every man has already taken a woman for himself. Yet there will be 30 million females who will not find life partners. 7.8 million as it is the excess, and the 25 million gays if you add it to them. If she can find a man who's not married, alhamdulillah, grab him. But suppose the market is saturated. Now the only option remaining, that she either marries a man who already has a wife, or she becomes public property. People say, public property? Dr. Zakir using such a harsh word. And any modest woman would say she would prefer the first, becoming the wife of a man who already has a wife, than to become public property. And, in the Western world, it's very common. People have mistresses, very common. The statistics of USA tell us that on average, one man has 8 different sexual partners before he settles down with one life partner. Some may have 10, some may have 20, some may have 30, some may have less, 2 or 1. On average, 8 different sexual life partners before he settles down with one permanent one. Having a mistress is no problem. You can have 1, 10, 20, 30, no problem. But if you ask any woman, when a woman becomes a mistress, she doesn't have honor. She's degraded. She doesn't have any rights. As compared to a woman, when a woman is the second wife of a man, she gets honor, she gets respect, she gets the rights. We in Islam, alhamdulillah, give the woman the due rights. For the Western world, they can easily agree with the philosophy of a man having several mistresses. But a person having more than one wife, it doesn't go down their throat. Islam has a solution to the problems of humankind. If you analyze most of the major religions, they speak good things. Don't rob, don't cheat, etc. Islam says the same. But the difference between Islam and the other religion is that Islam, besides speaking good things, it shows you a way how to achieve that state of goodness. How to achieve that state in which these particular principles, laws can be followed.